Hello everyone, Gameaholik here, and today we're going to be talking about the latest patch notes for Sea of Thieves. Okay, so before we get going, if it is useful, helpful or interesting for you, then please do consider liking, sharing and subscribing. Okay, so the patch notes have been released for 1.4.3 and it brings a lot of quality of life improvements. The first thing that they brought into is the Mercenary Voyage of the Rum Runner, and this can be available from Duke for 5 doubloons. It's purchasable, like say, from Duke for the low price of 5 doubloons, and the voyage is to challenge the new pirates, especially the ones on the Friends Play Free, which we'll get to in a minute. If I remember rightly, it has like 1 gold hoarders with a map, 1 gold hoarders with a riddle. It has Order of the Souls, and it has a cargo run. Well, that's the one that I got anyway. It might deviate a little bit, and it has a lot of 1,000 grog. I'll just say that. There's also a new reputation to go with that from Duke, and it's called Loyal to the Coin, and once you complete that voyage you will get 50 doubloons. So you may pay 5 to start off with, you will get 50 doubloons as a reward for just doing that whole mission, and there's a reason for that. We'll get to that in a minute. The 50 doubloons that you get for doing the mission is for the limited time mercenary cosmetics, and you can get the sail, the hull and the flag, and they will all cost in total 50 doubloons. Now if you're a new player with your Friends Play Free, or if you're just a new player in general, then I would advise just doing something simple like dying via a skeleton, doing the flame, and then going just lighting a beacon. Maybe that's a quick way to get a couple of doubloons. There's other methods as well, like sitting in the thrones, etc, etc. If they still give doubloons, I don't know if they backtrack them or not. The next thing up is the combat balancing improvements. They've obviously got rid of the double gun glitch, as they're calling it. So the pistols, blunderbuss, eye reach have new wield animations and force a delay when equipping and switching between these weapons. They've improved the fluid swordplay, so missing a cutlass swing no longer slows down player movement, ensuring a more fluid swordplay experience. The eye reach hip fire is reduced accuracy when hip firing the eye reach. Under pressure you can still get lucky with a hip fired eye reach shot, but a mid to long range this is significantly reduced. Weapon knockback, the pistol and the eye reach shots will no longer apply a knockback to enemies hit. Cutlass and blunderbuss will however retain their ability to knock back players. Skeletons welding pistols, blunderbuss's eye reach has also had their ability to knock back players removed. The problem with that was, mainly for me, was the eye of reach. A skeleton would shoot you, it'd knock you back, and then he moves back as well. So the gap is massive. By the time you try and charge it at him, he potentially could shoot you again and kill you. Weapon reload improvements following the recent changes to the eye reach. Now the pistol and blunderbuss both. Weapon reload improvements following the recent change to the eye reach. Now the pistol and the blunderbuss both reload the moment the hammer is pulled. This allows players to sprint sooner when reloading without restarting the animation. Bullet projectile speed. Bullets fired from a blunderbuss or eye reach now travel faster through the air, providing more predictable accuracy at range. Weapon damage fall off. Bullet damage no longer decreases over distance. And eye reach damage reduced by a small amount to ensure the weapon's damage is balanced following the improvements to the bullet speed and the damage fall off. Okay, so we're going to go through the updates. The game has been repacked. Joni previously spoke about it. I previously spoke about it. You will notice now it has a smaller size, so you're going to be re-downloading the whole game at a smaller size. So for example, I'm on Xbox One X. It now goes from something like 43, around that mark, down to 25 to 26 to 27 gigs. So that is the base game now, and that's so that they can improve and make these updates a little bit quicker and not as heavy on your download caps. For Xbox One, I do believe is the smallest, and it is 10 gigabytes. New player onboarding. So new pirates joining Sea of Thieves, obviously with the free trial running at the moment, will be greeted with new onboard flow. This now takes players through a range of new activities before leaving the outpost. They even get some rewards for their trouble. Show nameplates on above other crews. A new setting allows players to hide the nameplates of any non-crew members they meet, reducing the opportunity for stream sniping. Key binding for toggle hood. Players can now assign a keybind for the toggle hood option to give fast access to remove the UI for those beautiful screenshots. The ocean crawler cannons. The layout of the ocean crawler cannons has been adjusted to improve the line of sight in combat. Floating treasure. The speed that treasure floats to the surface after being released in deep water has been significantly increased, which is good. What's the whisper? You now hear stationary bounty schools when they're close by. So I'm taking that as when you do an Order of the Soul, sometimes if you can't find the skull in the foliage. It's quite funny. So they obviously put a sound effect in there to help. That's good. Calming the Kraken. The Kraken has learned to pick on someone her own size and will now take it easier on sloops and brigantines. Tentacle wraps that block access to the lower levels have been significantly reduced. Ghosts on the waves. Rumours of a pale beast in the waves have been circulating heavily, with sightings becoming more frequent as it grows in infamy. I think that's the ghost Megalodon. Message in a bottle. Cargo runs. Cargo runs can now be found in messages in a bottle. Skeleton ship encounter range. Skeleton ships will wait until you're further away before they consider returning to the depths. Cannonballs hitting rocks and woods now sound better. You'll also hear the difference between the cannonballs hitting you above or below deck. Particle quality slider. Players can now control particle quality using the new slider in the video settings. That's Windows 10. Triple buffering on Windows 10, a new option. Video option allows players to enable triple buffering, which will improve V-Sync option performance. Island shadows. When set to legendary or mythical settings, islands now cast shadows on the ocean. Company reputation. Entering each company commendation screen now plays a different sound effect relevant to that company. That's cool. Did you hear that? Barrels and rowboats now make a noise when you hit them with your ship. Kitchen delivery. This one's interesting. The shipwrights have now fitted new stoves and roasting pans to sloops, brigantines and galleons. They weren't expecting delivery soon, so who signed for this order? Streamline hulls. The shipwrights have been busy streamlining the hulls on the sloops, brigantines and galleons. They all now have strange cutouts near the bow. They've said this is more streamlined. We're yet to be convinced. Again, going to talk about that in another video. And fortress under construction. We've seen that the skeletons have been constructing a new fort inside Devil's Roar, so you can visit Molten Sands Fortress, but due to challenging conditions this fort is still under construction and isn't active yet. Okay, so there's a lot of fixed issues, a lot of performance and improvements. I'm not going to go through those because it would just take too long. If you want to go check that out, I will leave the link in the description. So like I say, it's mainly just the new players that are coming in for the week on the trial. It's all about that limited time event quest, which is 5 doubloons. You can repeat that as well. You only get the rewards once. And obviously the double gun has been fixed. And there's a few other little teasers in there that we'll get to in another video. So yeah, looking forward to the future. Just one more thing to add at the end of it. 20th of March is going to be the Sea of Thieves birthday. And they're going to be announcing what is coming in the future. It's not coming out on the 20th of March. But it's going to be announced what's coming in the future on the 20th of March. And also when that content is going to be coming out. That's it for today's video. If it's been helpful for you, like I say, then do let me know in the comment section. And subscribe if you feel like it. Have a great rest of your voyages and take care.